Hello, this is the Bible in fewer words. We are Carol and Steve Wells. This is episode 127, 2 Samuel, chapters 18 and 19. If you enjoy this podcast, or you use the Skeptics Annotated Bible website, consider supporting us at patreon.com/BFW. Hi, Steve.
Hi, Carol.
Are we still having battles?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got a big one coming up, right, in this episode. Because remember, we had Absalom and David having their difficulties.
Yes, and now they're going to act on how they're going to resolve that.
Yeah, they're going to work that out here.
One way or the other.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, let's get started.
Okay, chapter 18, verse 1. David counted the people with him and set up captains of thousands and captains of hundreds. He told his captains, "Go easy on Absalom for my sake."
That's nice of him, isn't it?
It is.
Does that mean don't kill him?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point here. They're going to go kill Absalom and fight Absalom and kill him. But maybe what he's hoping for is that they can defeat him in battle but not kill Absalom. I don't know.
We'll see. So the people went out into the forest to fight Israel. And there was a great slaughter, killing 20,000. The forest devoured more people than the sword. Well, what does that mean, the forest devoured?
Well, do you remember in the Wizard of Oz?
I do.
Remember that spooky forest that they went through where the apple trees were throwing apples at them?
That's what's going on here.
I think so. I don't know. I really don't know. But somehow the forest killed more than the soldiers did. That's what it says.
Yes, it looks like it. And you didn't change any of those words.
Well, I changed some words, but that's what it says.
Okay.
There was 20,000 people that were killed, and I guess most of them were killed by the forest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so verse 9. Absalom met David's men while he was riding on a mule. So he didn't have any horses? Or he gave his horses to the
what
fighters?
it is it's a strange thing. But in the Bible, kings ride on mules. He was kind of showing he's a king, so I'm riding on a mule.
Nobody else is riding on a mule.
They're all on horses, but he's on a mule.
So I guess that's a good way to identify him. The guy on the mule, let's protect him. Okay. The mule went under an oak tree, and Absalom's head got stuck somewhere between heaven and earth, with the mule going on without him. What?
Yeah. I think it's really not so much his head getting stuck, but his hair. Remember he had all that hair?
Oh, yes. Very thick, heavy hair.
Yeah.
Gave him a headache every day.
Well, he had to cut it every year because it got so heavy.
Well, he should have cut it more often than
He
every
should have
year.
cut it before this battle here.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess he got his hair or his head stuck in a tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the next verse it says, "Someone saw Absalom hanging from the oak and told Joab, who went out to find him."
So a person saw him and then said, "Oh, I'll tell Joab when I see him."
I guess so. When he did, he put 3 darts through his heart while he was alive and still hanging in the oak tree.
So Joab really didn't want Absalom to live.
Yeah, but it's weird because in the past he was trying to get Absalom and David to get along, remember?
Yeah.
Anyway, he did that.
Who's Joab working for right now?
David.
Oh, well, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. So who went to go get Joab? Oh, so someone in David's army
Yeah.
said, hey,
He's hanging on a tree.
go get him.
Uh-huh.
To finish him off, 10 young men killed him. Well, they don't think 3 darts in the heart was enough?
I guess they're trying to go easy on him, like David said. Ahimaaz said, "Let me run and tell David the good news, that God has avenged him of his enemies."
And Joab let him run with Cushi to deliver the news to David.
When they arrived, they said to David, "Absalom is dead."
David wept and said, "O my son Absalom, I wish I had died for you. O Absalom, my son, my son. That is kind of a sad moment.
It is. Okay, next chapter. David kept weeping for Absalom. So the victory celebration was turned into mourning.
Joab lost patience with David and said, "You have shamed those who saved your life and the lives of your family, wives and concubines."
You love your enemies and hate your friends. If Absalom had lived and all of us had died, you'd be just fine with that.
Now get up and speak to the people. I swear to you, if you don't, there'll be bloody hell to pay. I know those are not the words of the King James Bible, but we are shortening it and making it understandable.
Yeah, I didn't exactly say that, but that's what he meant.
That's a nice line.
He said it'll be worse for you than anything that's ever happened in your life. So David got up and sat in the city gate. All of the people got out of their tents to come see him.
Everyone was upset, saying, "David saved us from the Philistines."
But he ran away from his son Absalom. What's up with that? They didn't use the "what's up with that" phrase either.
But it's phrases like that are keep our listeners listening. The priests and elders of Judah persuaded David to return to Jerusalem.
And the people of Judah came to meet him as he crossed the Jordan.
As David crossed, Shimei fell down before David and said,
"Forget what I did and said on the day you left Jerusalem. I know I've sinned, so I've come here to meet my Lord and King."
I can't quite remember what Shimei said.
Oh, he said, "You man of Belial," and threw rocks at him. You bloody man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the man with a lot of guts to say those things.
Yeah, now
to
he's
David.
saying, I better apologize. So that's what he's doing.
But Abishai said, "Shouldn't Shimei be killed for cursing the Lord's anointed?"
David answered, "No one will be killed today in Israel."
It sounds like the battles are ending, Steve.
Yeah, well, we're going to come back to Shimei later.
Okay. David said to Shimei, "You won't die. Swear to God."
Yeah.
Is David a liar there?
He is.
Okay. Again.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of spoiling it, but later on he'll take care of him.
Okay.
Then Jonathan's son, Mephibosheth, came to meet David.
Mephibosheth and his servant were kind of trying to take over from David, right?
Everybody's coming up to David now that Absalom's dead and he's going to be king again, and the people that were saying bad things about him
are sorry they said those things.
So now they're coming and apologizing.
I see. He hadn't dressed his feet, trimmed his beard, or washed his clothes since the day David ran away from Jerusalem. That's Mephibosheth. And his feet probably need, washing.
Yeah. I don't know about that dressed his feet thing, but I think that's what the Bible says.
Oh, yeah, but dressed his feet is because he's got maimed feet.
Yeah, could be.
And maybe they're bleeding or whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, might be. Mephibosheth said to David, "You are an angel of God. Do whatever you'd like with me."
That's a dangerous line. "You have killed all of Saul's family, but you saved me and let me eat at your table, so I have nothing to cry about."
David said to him, "Why are you talking about any of this? I have said you and Ziba will divide Saul's land."
Mephibosheth said, "Let Ziba have it all."
And actually David said that Ziba would have it all, remember?
Yes. Well, that went quickly today.
Yeah.
But kind of a lot happened here.
Yeah. Yeah, David's back in the throne again, I guess.
In the driver's seat. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing this with me.
Sure.
And listeners, thanks for staying with us. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.